Hello, Benjamin Carter with LendSure Financial Services, and today I want to discuss why rising mortgage rates is actually a good thing. If you've been following the news at all, you have noticed since the beginning of May that mortgage rates have been making dramatic increases and they're continuing to rise. So you may be asking, why is Benjamin saying that rising mortgage rates is a good thing? Let's get some background first and discuss how did we get here. It really all started with the housing bubble. When the housing bubble burst and all those mortgage lenders faced lots and lots of foreclosures, it created a global credit crisis. Banks and mortgage lenders no longer wanted to issue out credit because of those huge losses. The banks needed help. And so the US Federal Reserve System, which is basically the country's central bank, came in and decided to help out. And the first thing that they did was they lowered the Fed's fund rate to 0%, which means any bank that borrowed from the Fed got a free loan, 0% practically, which gave the banks a little more courage to get back in the market. The other thing that happened was what's called quantitative easing. And essentially, the banks held lots and lots of mortgage notes. The Fed decided that they would pay cash for those notes and infuse the market with more money. That would give the banks a little more flexibility and ability to lend out more money in the future. The results of the Fed's actions were fairly simple. The banks were able to stay in business because the borrowing rate was zero and there was a lot of money put into the system by the Federal Reserve System. And two, we saw record low mortgage rates. This is a history from 2006 until current. And you can see we blasted through any kind of records on mortgage rates. They were very, very low. Recently, however, the Fed made some announcements, and this is what's caused the recent rise in mortgage rates. They basically said they're going to slow down quantitative easing sometime in the future. So if the Federal Reserve is not putting money in the system, obviously mortgage rates are going to go up. That was the result. And they haven't even talked about it, but the funds rate will eventually have to be risen as well, which obviously will put more pressure on mortgage rates. So, why are rising mortgage rates a good thing, you may ask? The simple answer is higher rates means we are finally getting back to normal. Let's go over that. A normal market is good. There's consumer confidence, there's strong employment, healthy economy, consistent and steady growth. What we have been experiencing over the last few years is not normal and therefore not good. We saw lots of businesses go out of business. We saw people strapped for cash, a lot of uncertainty, unemployment, and overall a lack of confidence in our economic well being. So the other thing we saw with that was not normal was such a steep home price decline and as well a steep mortgage rate decline. These types of drastic moves are not normal and therefore not healthy for the economy. But as we are seeing, home prices are finally getting back to normal. We're seeing a trend that's starting to follow where we should be. We're also seeing mortgage rates getting back to normal. And we think that normal is obviously a good thing. Normal brings that confidence, it brings back the strong economy. People start making better decisions when things are normal. Let's look a little closer at these graphs now. With home prices, we can see that we are roughly at the same level of our 2003 home prices. As far as mortgage rates go, we are still at record low rates compared to where we have been. The graph below shows 1995 until present. It's still an amazing time to finance homes because of these low mortgage rates. Now, with these low home prices and mortgage rates comes great affordability. But be warned that as mortgage rates and as home prices begin to go up, that home affordability will go down. So if the Fed is talking about ending quantitative easing, increasing their funds rate, obviously you need to act now. Whether you're thinking about doing a purchase loan or a refinance loan, if you have a rate that's in the 5 or 6% range, now is the time to act because home affordability is still incredible and it's time to do something about that. Please give me a call if you want to get started. I can run through all the numbers and make sure this all makes sense. Have a wonderful day.